Rational numbers and the number line. All rational numbers can be placed on the number line. A number line is a line that compares and orders numbers. Smaller numbers are on the left and larger numbers are on the right. It is commonly represented horizontally and both sides can be extended infinitely. So this is our number line. As you can see, larger numbers are positioned on the right and smaller numbers are positioned on the left. So here we have the 0, and to the right of 0 are the larger numbers, and to the left of 0 are the smaller numbers. And the arrows implies that the number line extends to the left infinitely, and to the right infinitely. Applications of the number line. The number line can be used to subtract or add numbers, to compare numbers, or to multiply or divide numbers. Let's look at some examples. Example 1. Because 3 is greater than 2, 1, and 0, it is positioned to the right of those numbers. So let's look at our number line. 3 is greater than 0, 1, and 2, so it is positioned to the right of those numbers. Let's look at example number 2. Negative 4 is less than negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and 0. Hence why it is positioned to the left of those numbers. So as we can see here on our number line, negative 4 is less than negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and 0. So it is placed to the left of those numbers. One thing to note is as we move to the right of the number line, the numbers increase. And as we move to the left of the number line, the numbers decrease. Let's look at example 3. We can put rational numbers, which includes both fractions and decimals, on the number line. So let's look at our number line. To the left of 0, we have our negative numbers, and to the right of 0, we have our positive numbers. The arrow on the line positioned here shows that the line extends to negative infinity, and the arrow on this side shows that the line extends to positive infinity. Right now, we are focusing on the numbers that we have directly in front of us. Before I show that rational numbers can be included on the number line, I am going to explain something. All of the numbers that we have here are real numbers. The numbers that we have here are also rational numbers because they can be written in the form p over q, where p and q are both integers and q cannot be equal to 0. For example, let's take -3. It can be written as -3 over 1, and that is in the form p over q. Let's take 4. 4 can be written as 4 over 1. And all of these numbers that are here can be written in the form p over q. Therefore, they are all rational numbers. And as I said earlier, all the numbers here are real numbers. So the next thing to note, these numbers are also integers because we have, well, from our definition of integers, integers are natural numbers and their negative counterparts. And this set also includes 0. So all the numbers here that we are focusing on are integers. We can also take a set of whole numbers from this set. So here we know that the set of whole numbers includes 0, and it goes on to infinity. The numbers that we have displayed here ends at 4, so the set of whole numbers that we have here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can also take the set of natural numbers from this set, and we know that natural numbers starts at 0, not 0, sorry, 1. The set of natural numbers starts at 1. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, between the numbers on the number line, we have fractions and decimals. And we know that fractions and decimals are rational numbers. So between any two number on the number line, we have rational numbers. To prove this, I'm going to do an estimate. So let's estimate where negative half would fall between 0 and -1. And I estimate that it would fall right here, -1/2. No, this is in the form p over q, and we know that that is the definition of a rational number. So -1/2, this is a rational number. Let's say we're on this side between +3 and a +4. And we're going closer to 4. So we're right here. 3.7. Then 3.8. 3.9. So we're moving to the right. And then finally we arrive at 4. Now, all of these numbers between the 3 and 4, they are rational numbers. So 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, they are rational numbers, and we know that rational numbers are decimals and fractions. So that's another definition for rational numbers. So between any two numbers on the number line, we have rational numbers. And these rational numbers, they are also real numbers. And don't be confused now, because if we have negative half, that is not an integer. Negative half is not an integer. However, it is a rational number and also a real number. Okay? And we have, let's say, we have 3.7, 3.8, 3.9. These are all rational numbers and real numbers. They are not integers. So don't get confused. Now, this negative a half I have here, we know that fractions can also be written as decimals. So how I explain this is just so that you can have a better understanding of the numbers on the number line.